Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. We thought we'd do a little disclaimer at the beginning because this video is about us. It's part one of two videos about us getting meat rabbits, not pet rabbits.
Preparing to do that at least.
Yeah, and we talk a little bit more in the video about how we want food independence and why rabbits are a good choice for that. But wanted to reiterate it for anybody who's not a meat eater or who can't fathom eating rabbits, maybe just because they've been your pets. Rabbits have been around, forever, rabbits have been around. But
Really?
Humans have been using rabbits as a meat source for like over 20,000 years. They're a very traditional food throughout the world. And we think they're really good.
And actually most countries outside the US, they're pretty common.
Yeah.
So.
And then also, we know that because on Instagram we got a lot of comments about our cage, the way that we are doing our cages, which we'll be building in this video. We wanted to let you know that we did a lot of research into not just what's efficient or clean, but actually what's good for healthy, happy rabbits.
Right. And
that's the kind of cages we built. That's important to us too. So I did save some of that information over on our Instagram, Knorpp _and_south, if you want to go check out a little bit more about that. But with that being said,
is that it?
That's today's video. Yeah, so if you're not comfortable with it, totally skip this one. We get it. Everybody's doing different things and pursuing different ideas, so you can skip it and it won't hurt our feelings. But for everybody else who's wondering a little bit more about how they can get more food independence, especially with the last year, this is what we've decided to do and what we feel like would be a good fit for our family.
Okay.
Hello everybody, welcome to another day with the Knorps. Should we show that you did this, Megan? Did you show this?
Did what? Oh.
This thing. Megan made this.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet, huh?
It was like in somebody's like barn, and it was missing a lot, and it had doors, but one.
We didn't really show it. It was brown with doors.
It's on Instagram. Well, it's not anymore, but I
It
showed
was
it on Instagram.
it had no feet. We connected the feet to
Well,
it.
it used to be sitting on a base that
Right.
had drawers.
That's here now. It's replaced that thing over there. We kind of shuffle things around. Kind of a
Anyways.
constant thing. What are we doing today though, Megan?
We are going to buy the supplies to build. Man, I look terrible right here.
You not like this light?
It's okay. We are going to buy the supplies to build a rabbit hutch because we have been wanting for a long time to raise meat rabbits. And we were going to wait until the next house and realize that we don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have some plans that we found from Instructables on Pinterest.
Okay.
And we're going to go get the supplies. They give you all the supplies that you need.
These will be outdoor rabbits, just in case someone's weirded out about that.
Peter
just
and
a
Pearl,
few of them.
Yeah, Peter and Pearl want to
first.
be in charge of the business.
Well, business.
What they're going to do is they're going to raise them and they'll sell some as pets, and then we'll save some for meat rabbits. And we can talk more about why we want to do that and stuff. But the main thing is we got to go get
We got to get supplies so we can build it. I doubt we'll be finishing this today.
No, we're just going to be getting the supplies today.
Just getting the supplies and we'll see how it goes.
Also,
Oh wait.
somebody did something pretty cool today.
What?
This kid right here now has a driver's license. Have you gone out driving alone yet?
No, I'm about to. I was about to ask if I could.
It's
Yeah.
official.
Don't drive anymore, guys.
He can
It's
drive by
dangerous.
himself. Stay off the
Andrew's
roads.
a good driver. You excited?
I am.
Are you gonna take the little car?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Esther's car. My
The
car.
Civic.
Gonna go drive around.
Yeah, I'll see where I end up.
Okay. Well,
Lost.
be careful out there. I'm a little nervous about that actually.
You
just
are?
realized.
You just replaced the windshield, right?
Yep, it's
I'll
got a
make sure
brand
that's
new
replaced
windshield.
again.
Got a brand new rearview mirror. That thing is
I
ready
just
to
probably
rock.
got the keys. Those are
You might need the keys to get out the door.
Okay, you guys want to go with us while we buy the supplies?
Alexa, ask her around your car.
All right, this is going to be the finished product. We hope.
Mm-hmm.
So there's three.
Well, it says 5. So I don't even know if that's the actual picture. Let me go to the end of the article. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what you're building. Oh, look, they did 2.
Oh, I see.
The reason he did that is so that it's easier to move around, but still big enough to put like the kits in, the bunnies.
Right.
But like, so when we move.
So the material that we're getting right now is just for the 3?
No,
the
for
3?
both.
Oh, okay.
So you can have both, but like this way, when we move, it's easy to move, because if
Okay.
it was enormous.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So we got a spot in the backyard where it's,
You wanna see
it's
where?
shaded and whatnot. Okay.
Rabbits need shade, and protection from weather and, well, predators obviously, but this spot right here is perfect because it doesn't ever get sun.
Uh-huh.
It's always in shade. It doesn't get much rain because this tree is so thick, you know? And so it'll go right here, all along here. And what I also love about it is that I can see it from the window. So like,
The kitchen window.
yeah, you can just like, for peace of mind, look out there and be like, they're fine.
Also, this spot, there's no grass here or anything, so we're not like we're going to be affecting any of that. If anything, it'll probably make it would grow better here with the...
Yeah, I don't know yet what we're going to do about catching the poo.
Or like dry.
You don't have to catch it, but I would like to. We might also, in the coming weeks, create a compost bin to keep that in there for future gardening purposes. As for, I said earlier, I would explain why we're getting meat rabbits. Well, part of what we've been wanting to do, you know, I'm getting ahead of myself, sort of. I don't know if this backstory is necessary. In 2011, we had the desire to have a farm. Well, before that, we moved out and had a little mini farm.
2010?
2010.
That's what we did.
In Washington State, we had 4.5 acres. We had 1 million animals. It was fun, but it also wasn't fun because we didn't know what we were doing, and we had a young family, so we already had enough chores.
No money.
But the main thing is we had no money, and so we were doing everything the cheap way, which isn't that fun because it means your animals are always getting out, and then when they get sick, it's very stressful because you can't afford it. And so we kind of pulled back on that desire, but it was a true desire that we wanted to be able to grow and be more food independent, right? And now when the world is so weird, and I think for a lot of us, 2020 was like, okay, things can get weird really fast, really, really fast. And we are really grateful that because we are independent in the way that we work and the way that we educate our kids, we didn't have to feel the full brunt of 2020. And so it only increased our desire to find more ways to be independent of the systems, you know? And so I guess we were already here though, because we had looked at maybe doing another farm type thing out in the mountains and decided against it and bought a 1/2 acre in town with a house on it. That was in 2019. And so part of our...
2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said, 2019.
Oh.
Isn't it pretty here? Part of our dream has been to have this huge garden there, to have chickens again, and this time to add in rabbits. We had goats before, we had llamas, we had tons of chickens, we even had pigs. And I like chickens, I know I want them again, but I also wanted another protein source, and I've just researched a lot over the years, and I knew that it would be rabbits. And so we've just been kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting on the house, and things have been so slow. I think we've kept you guys as up to speed as we can. It's just everything slowed down in 2020 and is still slow in 2021. We hope that it's going to start soon enough. But we both realized we had kind of put everything on hold until then, and it was just starting to feel very frustrating. Like we can't get working on the things that we really want to have in our life. And so part of what we did is we got our garden towers from Greenstock Garden, and I've loved that because I've never had a really successful garden. Mike's parents have always had an amazing garden, but I've already learned a ton from that little garden that we've had, and we're bringing in a little bit of food, and it's bringing me a lot of satisfaction. I don't know that we'll have chickens here, but we're gonna do rabbits and get started with that. And so that's what we're doing. So we will be, actually butchering our rabbits ourselves and storing the meat. And I know that.
Which is legal if you're not selling the meat. Like there's
Yes.
there's no.
Yeah, for a small production like this, it is. We don't have to worry about that. We can just do it in our own backyard. I'm happy to get started on that, and we'll take it with us when we go to our house. And I'm happy that because it's going to take a while to really figure out how to do that the right way. And so it's like, well, let's just get this started. I also love, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we are always seeking for ways to teach our kids how to be entrepreneurial. And so I was happy that we could have another way to do that. And it also means that the burden of all the chores doesn't just fall on us, because that's a little overwhelming when you already have a lot to do as a mom and a dad. So that they can share that with you, and also it's going to be part of their education. I think if you're going to be, even if you're not going to be a homeschooler, a huge part of helping your kids develop is helping them have their own business. It's something they're interested in. And Peter and Pearl spoke up as wanting to be rabbit breeders. So anyways, that's what we're going to head up to the feed store and get the wire. And then where are we going to go for the wood? Those are Home Depot.
Home Depot, man.
This is a farm store. Okay, go for it.
You want to come with me? No. Who are you guys gonna be?
I don't know.
I was gonna trap for squirrels.
Where do we go for it? It seems like something would be outside. They do? Ducks! Duck babies! Hi! Hi, babies! I get one you.
We should get ducks too.
We used to have, how many chickens, Dad?
50.
50.
50 chickens.
Is it like one of those barrels?
Hi, babies. Hi. Hi, cuties. I love you. Kitties would love for us to have chickens.
Especially the baby
We'd
ones.
love to watch them. No.
The wire. 2 rolls of welded wire. 14 gauge.
That's 23 gauge.
14 gauge is going to be thicker.
23.
Look over here to your left.
Is your chicken wire?
This is for like chicken.
This is what you're probably looking for.
No, but those holes are too big. That's 16.
What about this?
Is that it?
Let's see.
This.
Hi, babies. Ducks are so cute. Ducklings.
And
Babies, you don't need to be so scared. Okay, you reach through.
Wait, I want to.
Run away! Run away! So our blacksmith here now wants to be a welder in addition.
Welding stuff.
But welders are
Bottom.
very expensive.
And there's the welding helmet is around $90.
Yes, this is an expensive habit. What you need to do is get a job. So then you can buy the
I'll
stuff
work at
yourself.
Carolina Cones for like a year.
Yeah.
Our washers. Oh, well, there are actually materials back here for welding.
I don't. Okay, I just really want to hold.
Do they have materials for blacksmithing here? Or could you use these same things?
Yeah, you can use that. Look at this.
Wow, big piece of metal, huh?
Thick.
Reebok.
Yeah.
Grandpa, Mike's dad just got a welder last year, and he loves it. He uses it all the time.
This, I kind of want to make an axe, and there's a way you can basically origami an axe, but
Meaning, like,
also
folding the
means
metal
you
on?
need like a real thick piece of one of these, and the thickest one they have here, it's here, grab it, Laura. Hold that, you. It's thick enough, but too long and too like.
Thin.
It's not. I need more width that way.
Oh.
Like, look, it's pretty thick, but like,
Where would you get something like that?
I'm guessing like Home Depot, or you can order some.
I don't think Home Depot carries welding supplies that much. They had some of the wire we needed. This is for the bottom, but they didn't have the side wire exactly. And I'm like, well, just get this one. It's close enough. But Mike, thankfully, is a little bit more detail oriented. So they are ordering it. and it'll get shipped right to our house and we won't have to pay shipping. So that's good, because I always say like it'll be fine, and sometimes it is, but then other times you're like, oh, that's why. And you realize why they wanted you to get that specific thing. So he's getting the thing the plan said to get. For me, it's kind of like a recipe. It's like, listen, this is not like written on tablets of stone. This is just something somebody put together, and you might find that it's actually better to do it this other way, but since we're noobs, we're gonna do what this guy says. Mike's about to check out. No, I'm not gonna go look at the big fans. And it's raining. Wonder if I should grab his keys and go get the car. It might not be worth it. It's pretty close. Are you excited about the rabbits? You have said that you'd like to raise them and do that, but you won't do any of the slaughtering.
Yeah.
So who's gonna do the slaughtering?
Asher.
Asher and Andrew? Andrew's volunteered. He said he has no problem. But you and Pearl will do all the like cuddling
Yes.
and grooming.
Yes.
But Dad doesn't actually want to get one.
Of course he does. It's like saying Dad actually wants $1 million.
Hey, let's go.
Come on, hurry. Okay, now it's time to get the lumber from the Home Depot. Hey, I'm gonna go look at outdoor paint while you get wood, okay? Because I'm gonna paint it. Like this. Oh, this is not enamel. I was thinking it was. This is their latex protective enamel. Here we go. It's also a cute idea to stain it like red. That might, I don't know, but I think the paint would actually protect the wood, but red is a cute idea. I think I might actually wait, because I could paint it with paint I have at home and then just use an outdoor like top coat. So I'm gonna wait on that. I have a lot of paint at home. Mike just told me, tell me that again.
So when the blog post was written that you got the instructions for this off of, it estimated $37 for this particular lumber, and now it's $77 for all this. For just these.
Because of the pandemic.
So kind of a bummer.
Yeah, but that's also because of the pandemic that really made us want to get the rabbit. So.
That's true.
Mike is a good partner for me, because look at how careful he is in choosing wood. He makes sure we're getting good straight pieces. This is how he lives his life. He's a good dad.
How much do you need? One more?
16 total.
2 more.
2 more.
Like 2 more straight ones.
Are you excited to have rabbits?
Push it in.
So we got the stuff to make the frame, and well, in the body of it, but we are going to hold off and see on the roof. Because the price of lumber's gone up so much, they had the roof made out of, whatchamacallit, plywood, and plywood is so expensive right now that it's like, let's wait and see if we can come up with a different material. I think it's smarter to use like that corrugated like plastic, but we're just gonna make it and then see. Maybe we'll still go, we'll see why we should do it with the plywood, or maybe we can just grab the sheets of corrugated plastic. Practicing piano?
Mm-hmm.
How was your drive?
Really good. Actually, I drove on the across the highway to the across the freeway, I mean, but not on it, just across it, bridge to the dollar store to get a pair of sunglasses.
Hey,
It's the
Paul!
most complicated intersection in the world. But
Living the high life.
I've
Dollar
been
store
through it
sunglasses.
many times. Dollar store sunglasses are the best because you lose them and you buy another pair. The only mistake I made there is that I had to like change lanes last minute. One morning.
I do too, I always forget.
Oh, I gotta turn and move over.
All right, well, it's the next day now. We got the lumber. We didn't have time yesterday to do any construction after that. We're also still trying to get some of the wire that we don't have yet. We ordered some that's getting shipped to us, but we may not have time to wait for it. So because, and I'm not sure if I'm stealing Megan's thunder here, but she found a buck and a doe rabbit that are available that we can actually get on Friday. Today is Tuesday. So we've got to hurry up and get this all done so that we can have their hutches ready for them to move into. So we'll get started and see how far we get. There it is. That is the floor of part of the hutch. There's actually going to be another hutch. There's one that's like a 3-bay and one that's a 2-bay hutch. They kind of go together. So that's the beginning. But now I got to go eat dinner.
Okay, we just finished dinner, and now we're taking Elsie, our cousin, and Jude and Eve to a church activity for the kids their age. And we're gonna go and get the wire we couldn't get last night at yesterday when we were shopping.
We ordered it.
But it's not gonna get here in time because did you already tell them?
I think I did. It's just we're trying to get it done because I told them we found the doe and the buck. So.
Yeah, we found our bunnies. So we're gonna drive to the store that does have it, and then when it comes in the mail, whenever that happens, we'll return it. Okay.
This is it.
It only took a 45-minute drive, but we got it.
Yeah.
Every time Mike and I come in a store like this, we think, could we be country? Could we be country folk?
I think so.
I'd like to. We were for a little bit. This is one area where I know I love overalls. I think they're one of the most perfect clothing items ever. They're so comfortable. And then they have all these cute like button-ups. I could totally do these. Okay, we gotta go.
All right, it's the next day. We went and got the wire last night. Now we're back over at the shop. I got Peter here, help me out a little bit. This was a wire we got last night, this 14 gauge, 24 by 25 foot welded wire. Yesterday what I did is I completed these two. These are the two floor parts of the whole thing. And then today, or earlier today, I put together all these, and these are going to be the dividers that go top to bottom and divide the sections. But I brought Peter along here to help me stretch the wire and attach the wire to these. It's kind of tough to do with only one set of hands. So I'm going to get all these on here and then start actually assembling the whole box, or the boxes. So that'll be fun. We got all the screening on. We have some overlapping. This is the only drawback in this design, which I should have realized, was that if we would have made this measurement, this total measurement, about a ½ inch more, then the wiring would have fit perfectly on here without having to trim it or bend it over. So that's a bit of a bummer because it's kind of a pain to do that. Otherwise, now we have all the pieces. It's time to put them together. And as soon as we get them into a box like shape, we'll take them over to the house and put the legs on there. But we're going to get these all together now. All right, it's a little bit later here. Just a quick progress update. I've got the 2 front legs on, as well as the little face pieces or whatever that go kind of to make this whole thing flush so we can put doors on it. I am about to put the back legs on and then stand it up here in this area. I want to get everything together, and then what I'm going to do is I'll take the legs off and transport it to the house. That's the end of the video. I was going to be one long video, but it was just too much, so we're breaking it into 2. So thanks for watching on this one, and tune in for the next one where we finish the rabbit hutch and then actually get the rabbits and get them in there. So it should be fun.
Thanks for coming along, guys. You know, we encourage everybody to seek out as much independence in your life as possible, so that you don't have to be too stressed when things are changing or feel crazy around you. Thanks for watching today and for being our friends.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.